One new thing this year, you're going to be in a new conference, Conference USA. Of course, Louisiana Tech making the all-sports move. Talk a little bit about Conference USA on the softball end and what Louisiana Tech fans can expect to see.
Well, Conference USA, first of all, it's larger than the WAC has been in terms of the number of softball schools. I mean, 13 softball schools in Conference USA. You had 4 teams last year from Conference USA that went to the NCAA tournament. So that's huge. I mean, I think that was probably third. I mean, out of the Pac-10 and the SEC. I mean, I think Conference USA was tied with the Big 12 for third. So I think that is just recognizing the talent that exists within Conference USA. And then I think we're going to be right in the mix of that. I think we've got, again, a good mix and some real potential to be up in the upper half of the conference anyway, and we'll slowly plan on ascending to the top. But I think, again, it's going to be fast-paced. It's going to be a lot of action, and a lot of talent's going to come here to Ruston to play softball.
You're going to get a real good idea in the non-conference portion of your schedule exactly how good your team is. I mean, you really loaded it up. I think I counted as many as 7 teams in the top 25. UAB was ranked 25th in one of the polls that came out. You got Texas. You got Oklahoma, the defending national champion. I mean, you really loaded your non-conference schedule up.
Well, we need to find out who we are and where we want to get to. Right, and if those are the teams that are perennial powers, Oklahoma, Kentucky, Texas, Arkansas, I mean, we're just naming some of them. We want to play those teams because that team's going to show us, even if they beat us, they're going to show us what we need to attain, what we want to strive towards. And so that's exciting. I mean, I think we're going to be able to hold our own with them. But at the same time, I think just playing those guys and learning this is what it takes on a daily basis to be that. You got to play at this level every time you take the field. And I think it's going to give our players certainly goals as we go forward to strive towards.
You open the season at home, which is different from past Louisiana Tech softball teams. You're actually hosting a 3-day, 6-team, 15-game tournament here on February the 7th through the 9th. Just talk a little bit about that tournament, who you've got coming in, and kind of why you decided to do that.
Well, we need to play more games at home. I mean, first and foremost, we need to engage this great community that loves softball. You've got wonderful softball support here already with the Ruston Girls Softball Association and some of the things that they do. Softball's huge in North Louisiana, and we just need to engage that within the collegiate ranks here at Louisiana Tech. So that was first and foremost to be able to start doing that. So while I'm exceptionally proud that we have an opening tournament this year, next year we have 2. So I think we'll continue to grow in that front. We try to bring in a good mix of talent. We have Wichita State, who is a tremendous program, St. Louis University, the University of Tennessee Martin, which is a perennial power in the Ohio Valley Conference, and then we have Jackson State, who is always one of the top performers in the SWAC and have been to a couple of NCAA tournaments. And I don't recall the last team, which is horrible. I should know that. But Houston Baptist, which is a team that's really starting to make a show in their new conference, in the Southland Conference. So it's a good mix. There's 6 teams. It's a round-robin format. Everybody plays everybody, and I think we can play well in it.
And that's Louisiana Tech head coach Mark Montgomery kind of giving you an overview of this year's Lady Techsters softball team. Just a reminder, Louisiana Tech will open up the season February the 7th through the 9th at home. They host a 3-day, 6-team tournament. So come on out to the Lady Techsters softball complex and watch some great softball.